Hello everyone and welcome to another class of Physiology for Engineers with Professor Gonzalez-Fernandez at Lehigh University. Today we're going to look at the digestive system, which has four basic functions. The first function is the ingestion of food. The second function is the digestion, and that digestion can be mechanical through, for example, the trituration in our mouth with our teeth, and also the peristaltic movements in the digestive tract. And it can be chemical with the secretion of different components, for example, the saliva, and also the hydrochloric acid or the pepsin in our stomach. Then we have the absorption, so our body needs to absorb all those nutrients from the foods that we digest. And finally, the defecation, because our body also needs to get rid of all the waste products. So the digestive system is divided into two different parts. So the first part is the digestive tract. And also we have the accessory organs. Okay, so let's look at these two components a bit more in depth. So first we're going to look at the components of the digestive tract. So first here we have the mouth. Then after the mouth, we have the pharynx. Then we have the trachea. Then after the trachea, we have the esophagus. Then after the esophagus, we are going to have the stomach. And then after the stomach, we have the intestine, which is divided into a small intestine and also large intestine. So first, we have the small intestine. And then we have the large intestine. And this large intestine is divided in three different parts. So we have the colon, the cecum, and also finally the rectum. And then at the end of our digestive tract, we have the anus. So these are the different components of the digestive tract, but also in our digestive system are very important the different accessory organs. So for example, different accessory organs here are going to be our tongue and teeth as well, right? So we can eat. Then we can also going to have the glands. So we have the salivary glands, which is one on top and two in the bottom. And then very importantly, we have the pancreas and the liver, which are going to secrete a lot of components for all these different functions. So here we have the liver and also the pancreas. Which are essential for the hormonal control of the digestion and the absorption. Okay, great. So we have the different parts of the digestive tract and also the different accessory organs, the most important. So let's look a bit more in detail at the epithelium and the organization of the digestive tract. The histological organization and anatomy of the digestive tract. So first of all, let me 1 sec to finish this schematic. Okay, so first of all, here we have a big schematic of the organization, the histological organization of the digestive tract. So here we have different regions. So we have the inside of the digestive tube, which is called the lumen. And then around it, we have the epithelium of the digestive tract. And very importantly, in the epithelium, we have these circular folds, which are these folds here. So we are going to look a bit more in depth into the organization of these circular folds in a little bit. And then on top of the epithelium of the digestive tract, we have this other layer, which is called the mesentery. So in the mesentery, we have the veins, and also we have arteries, which are called the mesenteric arteries and mesenteric veins. Okay, so if we focus a bit more at the circular folds and we make them bigger, we can see the different layers of the digestive tract epithelium. So let's say that we are looking here at the fold. So if we make them bigger here, okay, so this is the fold here. So the fold is going to have different layers. This epithelium is going to have different layers. So we are going to look at them right now. So the first layer of the epithelium is the mucosa. So the mucosa is formed by different layers. So the first layer is the mucosal epithelium. And very importantly, in the mucosal epithelium, we have these protrusions here, which are called the villi. So this mucosal epithelium is going to increase the surface area to facilitate the absorption of the nutrients. Then after this mucosal epithelium, we have the lamina propria. And then under the lamina propria, we have a really important layer here, which is the muscularis. So the muscularis here is going to produce some muscular movements for the activation of the different secretory cells. So they secrete different proteins and different mediators and hormones into the digestive tract for the digestion. Okay, so after the mucosa, we have another layer, which is called the submucosa. So the submucosa is going to have blood vessels, so veins and arteries. And also, very importantly, is going to have nerve cells. So these nerve cells here, so these nerve cells are going to form the submucosal nervus plexus. And this is going to be very important for the nervous regulation of the digestion. Okay, so after the submucosa, and we are running a bit of space here. After the submucosa, we have the muscular layers. So in these muscular layers, we have two different types of muscular layers. We have the circular muscular layers. So the circular muscular layers are going to go in this direction. And then we are also going to have the longitudinal muscle, which is going to go in this direction. And this muscle layer, is going to create these peristaltic movements for the movement and the propulsion of the foot. So here we have the circular muscle. But we also have the longitudinal muscle. And then very importantly, between the circular and the longitudinal muscle, we have more nerve cells. So we have, again, these nerve cells here. So these cells, these nerve cells, are going to form part of the myenteric plexus. And these cells are going to be very important for the activation of the movement of the circular and the longitudinal muscle cells. Okay, and finally we have the last layer. So the last layer, I don't think you can see it. So the last layer comes under the muscular layers, and the last layer is the serosa, which is just the outside of the walls, which is going to cover all the digestive tract.